From the dawn of human consciousness, we have gazed upon the world, not merely as passive observers, but as active interpreters. We have sought to understand, to question, to decipher the intricate tapestry of existence. This relentless pursuit, this unyielding drive, is born from a faculty that defines our very humanity: reason. For millennia, philosophers have grappled with the profound implications of this inner light. They understood that to truly live, to truly thrive, we must not only perceive the world, but also comprehend it. Our journey begins with the fundamental question: why is reason essential for understanding reality? Plato, in his timeless allegory of the cave, painted a vivid picture of our predicament. Trapped by sensory illusions, we mistake shadows for reality, a mere reflection for the true form. It is reason, he argued, that allows us to break free from these chains, to turn our gaze towards the sun of truth, towards the world of forms, the eternal, perfect blueprints of everything we perceive. Without reason, we remain prisoners of our immediate sensations, forever confined to the dimly lit cave of appearances. Aristotle, Plato's brilliant student, brought reason down from the heavens and firmly planted it in the empirical world. He saw reason not just as a means to apprehend abstract forms, but as the very tool for dissecting and categorizing the natural world. His system of logic, the organon, provided the first systematic framework for critical thought, enabling us to identify patterns, draw inferences, and construct coherent arguments. For Aristotle, understanding reality meant understanding its causes, its purposes, and its underlying structure, a task impossible without the rigorous application of reason. Centuries later, in the golden age of Islamic scholarship, Ibn Rushd, or Averroes, championed the power of reason with unparalleled fervor. He saw no inherent conflict between faith and philosophy, arguing that both sought truth, albeit through different means. Ibn Rushd believed that philosophical inquiry, grounded in logical reasoning, was not only permissible, but essential for a deeper understanding of both the natural world and divine revelation. He emphasized the universal intellect, a shared human capacity for reason, which allowed us to grasp objective truths and connect with a larger cosmic order. His work was a powerful testament to reason's ability to illuminate and synthesize diverse domains of knowledge. Then came René Descartes in an era of profound intellectual upheaval. Haunted by skepticism, he sought an unshakable foundation for knowledge. His method of radical doubt led him to the undeniable truth: cogito, ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Reason, for Descartes, was not merely a tool for understanding the external world, but the very proof of our existence, the ultimate guarantor of our consciousness. He envisioned a universe explicable through clear and distinct ideas, discoverable through the systematic application of mathematical reason. By doubting everything, he arrived at the certainty of reason itself, making it the starting point for all genuine knowledge. These intellectual titans, each in their own way, laid the groundwork for our understanding of reason as the indispensable compass for navigating reality. They showed us that true understanding is not passively received, but actively constructed through the power of our minds. In an age saturated with information, misinformation, and alternative facts, the ability to distinguish truth from illusion has never been more critical. This is where critical thinking, the active and skillful conceptualization, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation of information, becomes our most potent weapon. Immanuel Kant, perhaps more than any other philosopher, revolutionized our understanding of how we perceive and organize reality. In his monumental Critique of Pure Reason, Kant argued that our minds are not passive recipients of sensory data, but active constructors of experience. We don't just see the world, we structure it through innate categories of understanding, such as causality, substance, and time. This profound insight means that while we can never directly access the thing in itself, the noumenal world beyond our perception, we can, through reason, understand the phenomenal world, the world as it appears to us. Critical thinking, in the Kantian sense, involves recognizing the limits and capacities of our own understanding and meticulously applying those categories to make sense of our observations. It means questioning our assumptions, scrutinizing our premises, and seeking coherence in our judgments. Critical thinking is the antidote to intellectual complacency. It prevents us from blindly accepting narratives, whether they come from tradition, authority, or popular opinion. It demands evidence, logical consistency, and a willingness to revise our beliefs in the face of compelling counter-arguments. Without it, we become susceptible to demagoguery, propaganda, and self-deception. It is the vigilant gatekeeper of our minds, ensuring that only well-reasoned conclusions are granted entry. Beyond the realm of knowledge, reason casts its illuminating light upon the most profound aspects of human existence, ethics and freedom. How do we determine right from wrong? How do we live a life that is not merely expedient, but morally upright? For Kant, reason is not just a tool for theoretical understanding, it is the very source of our moral law. He famously articulated the categorical imperative, a universal moral command derived from pure reason. Act only according to that maxim whereby you can, at the same time, will that it should become a universal law. This means that our moral actions should be based on principles that we would want everyone to follow, universally and consistently. This perspective elevates morality beyond mere inclination, emotion, or cultural convention. It grounds it in the objective, rational capacity of every human being. When we act morally, according to Kant, we are not simply obeying an external command. We are exercising our freedom, the freedom to choose to act in accordance with the universal dictates of reason rather than being swayed by our desires or external pressures. True freedom, then, is not license, but self-legislation through reason. Aristotle, too, saw a deep connection between reason and ethical living. He argued that the highest human good, eudaimonia or flourishing, is achieved through the cultivation of virtues, which are essentially rational excellences. A virtuous person is one who uses reason to navigate life's complexities, finding the golden mean between extremes and making choices that align with what is truly good and beneficial. For Aristotle, living well is living rationally. The freedom to reason, to engage in critical thought, is also inextricably linked to political and social freedom. A society that encourages rational discourse, that values open inquiry and critical debate, is a society more likely to uphold individual liberties and foster progress. When reason is stifled, when independent thought is suppressed, the foundations of both ethical conduct and true freedom begin to crumble. Analysis, the breaking down of complex wholes into simpler, understandable parts, is the engine of intellectual progress. It is the method by which we untangle intricate problems, reveal hidden connections, and construct robust theories. In science, analysis is paramount. From dissecting the atom to mapping the human genome, scientific progress relies on the meticulous analysis of data, the decomposition of phenomena into their constituent elements, and the rigorous testing of hypotheses. Descartes' emphasis on breaking down problems into their simplest components, then building up from those clear and distinct ideas, finds its powerful echo in the scientific method. Every groundbreaking discovery, every technological innovation, is built upon layers of careful, rational analysis. Philosophy, too, is fundamentally an analytic enterprise. Philosophers analyze concepts, arguments, and assumptions. They dissect ethical dilemmas, scrutinize metaphysical claims, and clarify the meaning of fundamental terms. Hegel, with his dialectical method, saw analysis as a dynamic process of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis, where ideas are constantly challenged and refined, leading to a richer, more comprehensive understanding. This ongoing critical analysis is what allows philosophy to evolve, to challenge our preconceptions, and to push the boundaries of human thought. But analysis is not confined to the ivory towers of academia or the sterile environments of laboratories. It is an indispensable skill in our daily lives. When we plan our finances, choose a career path, or even decide what to cook for dinner, we engage in analysis. We weigh options, consider consequences, and evaluate potential outcomes. From the trivial to the profound, our ability to make reasoned choices, to navigate the complexities of modern life, hinges on our capacity for clear-headed analysis. It is the difference between impulsive reaction and deliberate action, between confusion and clarity. Yet even the most ardent champion of reason must acknowledge its inherent challenges and limits. Reason, while powerful, is not omnipotent. Kant himself was acutely aware of these limits. He argued that while reason can provide us with a framework for understanding the phenomenal world, it cannot, by itself, grant us knowledge of the noumenal world, the world of things in themselves, God, freedom, and immortality. When reason attempts to transcend these boundaries, it falls into antinomies, equally plausible but contradictory arguments, demonstrating its inability to definitively resolve such ultimate questions through pure logic alone. Furthermore, human reason is often susceptible to biases, prejudices, and emotional interference. Our desires, our fears, our cultural conditioning can all distort our rational judgments. The allure of comfort, the fear of the unknown, the desire for belonging. These powerful forces can lead us to abandon reasoned inquiry in favor of simplistic answers or convenient narratives. Critical thinking demands constant vigilance against these internal saboteurs. Moreover, the sheer complexity of reality often defies complete rational comprehension. There are mysteries that elude our grasp, phenomena that transcend our current explanatory frameworks. The universe, in its boundless expanse and intricate workings, continues to present us with questions that humble even the most brilliant minds. Reason is a powerful lamp, but it illuminates only a finite space within an infinite darkness. Despite these challenges, the call to reason remains humanity's most noble and enduring pursuit. To think critically, to analyze deeply, to strive for understanding, this is what elevates us. It is the engine of progress, the guardian of ethics, and the very foundation of our freedom. The journey of reason is an ongoing one, a constant striving, a perpetual quest for clarity in a world of shadows. And in this quest, we discover not only the truth about the universe, but also the profound depths of our own potential. For in the exercise of reason, we truly become human.